Yeah, well, they got the website, a little cool little thing with the website now at horrornights.com. HalloweenHorrorNights.com. It's a cool little. It looks like a flashlight, and the thing growls, and and other things. So tomorrow it's gonna open. So I hope it's gonna be pretty good. You think? You know what I think? I think they're gonna open at midnight tonight. Midnight. So I'm gonna wait to midnight and see if they do something. Um, yeah, that's gonna be kick ass, man. Um, yeah. So at midnight, and I probably would order my ticket at midnight too. So depend. Oh wait, no, they're 24/7. Oh well, I'll order it tomorrow then. If oh, I probably will. I'll probably go this year. It's only $59.99 for a frequent fear pass, the basic one. So yeah, I got the year's pass, so it's a nice deal. I want to take advantage of that deal because I don't think I'm gonna get a. I don't know. Depending if I get a good deal next year on the, if I get a great deal on the next year on a annual pass. I was not even planning getting an annual pass this year, but I went on July 5th, and it was like a special deal or something. So yeah, they gave me a special deal at like on July 5th, so I just took it. So anywho, um, that's about it. Hmm. Well, anywho, I just can't wait for the site. I'm just anticipated what they're gonna have. I hope they have some good mazes. I hope they're not bleh. If I see the storyteller, I'm gonna stay far away from that maze as possible. I don't, or if it's like maybe a 5 minute wait, I'll go in it. But I'm not gonna go into a maze. You know what's scary? I hate. I'm gonna tell you, I hate going into those mazes when I'm the first one in line, and then no one behind me, and I'm just walking around that maze by myself. That scares the hell out of me. Yeah, it just does, but it's kind of fun. It brings out the kind of cool thing. I hate being the first person in that maze. Because they're gonna all try to. Everyone's gonna attack that one person. It's scary, man. But it's fun. So, talk to you later, guys. I'm thinking about kind of maybe making this my main channel. I had a channel that talk about government and all that. I have my own. I think I'm gonna stick with the tourist industry. You know, I've been in the tourist industry. I've been working for the big major theme parks, creative and all. And I think I should have my own little tourist channel. And soon I'm gonna get my camera, little camera I got for 99 cents. It was a extra cyber shot. That's a pretty darn good camera. And I come back from fixing, so I will be having it during the horror nights, and I will be taking pictures. And I have a year's pass, and I'll be taking pictures of things. And maybe I can just start. I live in a tourist town, so in a tourist city, so maybe I'll walk around the downtown and just take pictures of places and put them up on my websites and have a little blogspot blog. And I'm thinking about doing that. It seems pretty fun, actually. The other thing was just driving me insane. I really, really don't care about a lot of things. So, yeah. I'm thinking about changing my Skype name too. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna be a Mr. Yeah, I'm gonna have my own little Skype thing. I'm just gonna be Mr. Horror Nights or Horror Updates Orlando, and I also own City Orlando Info YouTube. Maybe I can get into that. And I sold my CityOrlando.info, but I still have CityOrlandoInfo.blogspot.com. But maybe I could maybe bring that back up again to the rightful place. And yeah, I'm not really into the economy anymore. I'm getting tired, I do something I like doing. When I do something I like doing and not getting bent out of shape about it, you know what I'm saying? I got free tickets when I used to do that, and I don't know. I'm gonna start doing that again. So this is Horror Night, Horror Update Orlando. It's gonna be attractions, horror attractions, dark rides in Orlando, and maybe sometimes I'm gonna. Um, yeah, this is just gonna be like amusement, dark rides, and haunted houses and haunted attractions. And I'm gonna have and CityOrlando.info is gonna be stuff in Orlando and other things going on. And I'll be opening another YouTube channel. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be about American amusements. Has roller coasters, stuff from roller coasters, and information on that. So, yeah. Anywho, I'd like to talk to you about the anticipation. It's gonna be one more hour till the thing is gonna start. So I can't wait. And when I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna tell you what mazes look good and what mazes, because I worked for Universal. I helped with the creative a long time ago, and I wanna talk to you about how they write it. You know, if they try to shill a lot of crap towards you, they're good at shilling crap, and sometimes they're good at talking. So I'm gonna tell you, you know, what I think is the best attraction to go into and started, you know, going all of them. But I'm gonna give you basically a list of do's and everything else, and yeah, let's see what I can do. There's no other haunted attraction going to be in Orlando. The last one was Terror Orlando. Now Titanic's there, but yeah, that thing was. Seems like the guy got the bad end of the deal who owned that place. You know, with the 3D maze, it took a long time for him to even get the props for. And he only had that open for 4 months, and then they went bankrupt due to the down economy. And they couldn't afford it, so I can understand the rent of the building probably was a lot of money. And yeah, usually only one act. I think there was 2 actors inside the 3D maze, and one actor in the, and he was a guide. The actor was a guide in the Mayhem Manor. So then you got Skull Kingdom that shut down, and the guy from Daytona Lagoon bought all that stuff, but it seems like he only had in 2006 had that, you know, haunted house from, you know, old Skull Kingdom props, but that's about it. He's not doing it again. Really, there's nothing going on. There is little attractions, little haunted houses inside little buildings in that area, but like the JCs have one. Really. Really, there's no one. Yeah, there's one up here in St. Augustine. I think the one up here in St. Augustine, actually, a professional one, a big professional one, here in St. Augustine, Warehouse 31. That's professional. It's professional like Skull Kingdom, but at least it's a little better. If anyone wants to meet up during Horror Nights, message me. I'm always glad to hang out with people. If you want to hang out with me, that'd be fine. I like to hang out with people. It's fun. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to hang out with, you know, people. If you like my content, please subscribe. I got more stuff to talk about. I also do design work on rides, and I make concepts and try to sell them, but I have no bites. I make characters and everything else, but I make ride concepts, but I haven't got a bite yet, but because they're very expensive. I talked to a guy who's in charge of, you know, basically he puts money into the attractions. He's like a Blackstone worker. He's not a Blackstone guy. He just works as a funder, a person who can fund a project. And they said, well, my idea and my thought on one attraction would be in the 90 millions range. It will be so much money that they don't think they can recover after 5 years on it. So, and like J.K. Rowling, that Harry Potter, I think was a mistake they ever made. A lot of people say, "Oh no, it's not." No, I think it was a mistake because now they owe J.K. Rowling all these royalties. A good attraction, making sure you don't have to pay an ass load of royalties. An ass load of royalties. J.K. Rowling is getting an ass load of royalties on that Harry Potter. She's getting a J.K. Rowling is getting a huge ass load of money. And now, problem is with Disney and Marvel. Disney knows how much money Universal makes in Marvel because Disney owns Disney owns Marvel, kind of. They're a partner, I think, now. So, partners have to know what's going on, and Marvel still owns Marvel, but it's technically Disney bought Marvel, so Disney bought they're co-partners or something with Marvel, and Disney knows how much money they get in. So Universal IOA gets screwed both ways with their competition, and then they have to pay an ass load to J.K. Rowling. And I think they still have a huge contract with Steven Spielberg. I think they have a huge boatload of royalties they give him because of all the movies he did. And it seems like, Jurassic Park, E.T., Jaws, Back to the Future. What's Back to the Future Spielberg's? Man, I forgot now. But they have a boatload of money to pay Steven Spielberg with all his, royalties on it. And, it stinks. You gotta make an attraction that you don't have to pay a boatload of royalties. Like the Hollywood Rip Rocket, the Hollywood Rip Rocket coaster, the Hollywood Rip Rocket. They have to pay the artist every time they play that music. They pay they pay royalties to the artist in that music. Or they could pull the Universal. I think they pulled Universal music. So basically, they're allowed to use it because they're Universal Studios. But I don't think Beastie Boys is sponsored by Universal. I think it's WMG for Beastie Boys, and Sony owns. So I got some strange feeling they're forking over a lot of royalties. See, royalties, depending on the situation, the Mummy ride, and the Mummy, I think it's a Universal flick. Disaster. See, you don't have to pay royalties in Disaster. You pay the actors to act in it, but you don't need to give royalties out because Disaster was made by Universal. As Men in Black was a movie, and so they have to pay the guy who created Men in Black, the writer. And so, it's ridiculous. It's difference between royalties. You can see in the Horror Nights Hostile Takeover or something like that. It's hostile, but it's really not. They said Hostile Takeover, so they can get away with it. Same as the Bill and Ted show. They get away with a lot of stuff in Bill and Ted. Usually the first night they have it, there's a lot of controversy. And after the first night, they usually have to tone it down because they're being sued by so many people. They're being sued by, and then it becomes unentertaining as the nights go on because they get sued every time. So, at the end you get a cut down version of what they had. So that's about it. I'll talk to you later. More information to come.